everyone, I'm Olena and I'm welcoming you to a YouTube channel devoted to art. And as you notice, I'm making jewelry, I painting, I do crafts, and also I participate in art shows in different festivals and markets because I'm selling my stuff. And honestly speaking, it wasn't like that all my life. For many, many years, I was making everything and giving as presents, as gifts for free to my friends, my relatives, because I had job and I had different type of like earnings, and I never was thinking that I will ever use my hobby as a professional tool to make money. But at the same time, the life is changing and making more and more stuff. I realize that I not going to collect everything and keep just for myself. If I create something, it's very important to have a feedback, and you can get a feedback from people who's actually like your stuff, buying from you, paying you some money, encouraging you to make more. Especially when you need to pay for materials and you have expenses to create some stuff, some even small art objects, even like jewelry or crafts. You need to invest some money, right, to get some material. And that's why being successful in other like type of work and making money and also having experience in business, online business, I start getting questions from my friends and some masters, other people, how to sell all the stuff we make, and like how to sell online, how to sell in reality, how to find customers, how to not just create something but also give something and have a pleasure, have some money back. And I always was sharing my experience and knowledge, always sharing this with my friends and other people who making, for example, jewelry or making some other stuff. Even I helped my friend to develop her business, and at the same time, like I cannot share with everyone going from person to person, and that's why I decided to share here online, having knowledge and experience, so everybody can watch the video, everybody can make some kind of conclusions and use these tips I'm going to share practically. And by the way, just a couple days ago, I was visiting one old acquaintance, and she lived far from Toronto. But anyway, I spent half a day at her place, and she has a huge studio. She's a talented, exclusive designer of clothing and jewelry, and she has a big studio over there. But it's when I came there, I was surprised because it's kind of mess. It's like nobody knows about the studio. Nobody knows about her collection because she moved there a couple of years ago, and then she became disconnected almost with friends, with other people living in the country. And first she kind of was happy, but then being so talented, so exclusive, being amazing person and creative, she realized that whatever she made, it's still in her house. Even if she has a studio, beautiful studio, nobody can see this. And that's why we were talking. I said, you need to show people what you're making. And then she told me, I'm more creative than like a salesperson. And I agree that people usually, like creators, they usually want to create, but they don't know how to sell. And including myself, like, thanks God, I had a team who helped me to sell, for example, my books. But at the same time, like, I realized that many people, they feel uncomfortable to sell. They feel uncomfortable to look for customers. And then they became, uh, they became disappointed in the result, that they're not getting money, they're not getting anything, even thanks, even if they try to give the stuff away for free. That's why I want to talk about art business here on this page. And don't worry, I'm going to continue to show how to make, let's say, handmade jewelry, how to paint, how to create some crafts. I have so many ideas. I have a lot of ideas I would like to share with you. And I also would like to share some practical tips that not just like to make, but to give, to sell, to make money, to make profits. And please subscribe to my channel and watch videos when I discuss these practical topics you can use in your life. Whenever I talk to people about happiness, about success in life, I usually ask how they imagine to be successful or to be happy. Because some people wants to have some harmony and actually different part of lives and activity have different size of importance in people's life. And I don't know who created this pie of happiness or pie of success. I saw this pie many years ago, probably 25 years ago, when actually I was studied some business, marketing business, and then actually I found this pie during some presentation when I was listening to another speaker. And again, I don't know who's the author of this, like pie of successful life or happy life. But as you can see, we have usually like, I will say, different parts of our life when we play important role, sometimes not very important, but for us it's important. And it's family, it's our social life, it's love, health, spirituality, finance, and career. And some people say I'm not happy about my family life. Okay, then this person has to work more on increasing the size of family. Um, some people say, well, I struggle with financial part in my life. Okay, then how we can make more money, right? And other people say, well, my health is not good. Then we need to do something to improve this health. That's why everybody have to create this like oven pie of let's say successful life, success, even if it comes to success in business. And that's why we were talking about people who create something. So they have hobby or they have business, they have career, but at the same time they're not happy about sales, about getting money, and then financial part is struggling. And that's why I want you to be honest with yourself. And whenever you decided to sell something, then it means why you selling. You're selling just to sell or for pleasure to make money. And I always say, people, whenever you would like to be successful, to get something, to get money, for example, to be known, to create something, you need time. And it's usually like a distance through the time where you, let's say, unhappy or not satisfied, and you are driving towards happiness or success or whatever you want to get. That's why you have to understand it takes time. And you drive in a car, like, because you need to move toward these happy moments or successful moments. So you need to have a direction. You need to know a direction. Where would you like to go? You need to have time. And also you have to put efforts. Because if you sit in a car and you don't start the engine, you will stay at the same position. Even as the time passes, you're not going to go anywhere. So my point is, if you if you want to get to the next step in your life, more successful, selling some goods, selling some products, not just creating, but I mean getting some money, then you need to know how much you want to earn. Then you need to know that it takes time, and we don't know sometimes how much time, but you have also to put some efforts and you have to be in action. You should learn how to sell, or you should hire someone to sell. You have to do something that make The point that without these moments ahead, moments to your when your dream will come true, when you succeed, when you get something, without efforts, you're not going to be there. And that's why I'm glad that you're listening to me, because I'm going to share with you the steps. I'm going to share with you very important tips. How you can sell, or how you can look for customers. Can you sell online, or going to some shows, festivals, or to some stores? And we're going to go through all kind of possibilities. And I'm going to record more videos. And also, I want to warn you that this is my experience that works for me, and something like didn't work for me. That's why it's my subjective opinion. At the same time, I using a lot of practical tips from reliable sources. And that's why I would say that if it worked for somebody, it might work for me and work for you, right? We don't know what is gonna work for you or me, because if you don't try, you don't know. And that's why I'm going to share what I tried, and what it works for me, and what it doesn't work for me. So this is kind of normal, right? So let's move. And I would like to mention 6 factors that plays play a huge role, a huge part in achieving success and getting money. And we will discuss these factors separately, but let me tell you why it's so important. So your success, your sales, and whatever you want to achieve in your life, especially through making something, creating something, depends on a product, like your product that you are selling, and how much time you put in creating this product, the quality of the product. Is it unique? Is it exclusive? And we will be talking about products. And actually, as a master, let's say craft or jewelry designer, you can sell not just like some stuff you make with your hands. You can sell some tutorials, some like books or magazines or whatever you can create additionally, or even online lectures. And that's why we will talk about products you can have, and you can sell and have extra money. A very important factor is your goals. What would you like to achieve? And when we talk about dreams and goals, there's a huge difference, because goals is like final result. This is you achieve, and you have not just dream to have something, but you know exactly what you want and when, or would you like to have it. And there are a lot of like conversation about goals and obstacles, dreams, on my other YouTube channel, where I have podcasts with psychologists, with life coaches, and it's actually the channel that devoted to medicine, science, psychology, and we talk about this a lot. So I will provide the link in some other video, but actually in this video, in information about video, you can find the link as well. And the third important factor is your knowledge. How much do you know about selling, about business? Because you can have a huge knowledge of making something, like about material you use, about the product, but if you don't have a knowledge how to sell, or how actually to put the price, etc., then you have to learn how to use it. Or maybe you have this knowledge, but you don't know how to use the knowledge. Sometimes it happens as well. And of course, when you have a knowledge, you might have huge experience in something, and you need to get additional experience. And sometimes you can share this experience, and we will talk about this experience. And I found people even hardly understand how many skills they have already, because some people have skills to talk, some people have skills to teach, some people have skills to write books or write tutorials. And believe me, like, people have a lot of extra skills. And then another important factor is a financial part of your life and your financials. And I always ask, like, you need to calculate how much money you invest, not just in a product you make, but through the time you invest in. And also, do you have extra money for advertisement, for marketing, targeting? Because if you don't spend money on something additional to show your stuff to the world, then you might be very disappointed that you have no sales. And the last part, it's actually your network, because some people say, I don't know how to sell, to whom to offer my stuff. I have no idea. And usually people do not realize that their circle of friends, relatives, acquaintances is quite big. And that's why we will talk how you can start from being shy to talk to people about your, let's say, product, how to expand this circle of, like, create a network actually, how to use social media, even if you're not friendly with social media. Some people complain we're not friendly. How actually you can expand the network, because the bigger network you create, the more customers will come and buy from you your beautiful uh, products. And we will talk about more other things. That's why subscribe to my channel and write your comments what you would like to know, because again, I can share a lot. I have experience in selling, in advertisement, in marketing, and in other videos I explain why and actually what do I know. And this is like free videos. You should understand I'm not charging you for that, even if it's very valuable information. But again, because it's free, at least like the video, at least subscribe to my channel and ask what would you like to know. And I will create more videos and I will be answering your questions as well, probably through the video, probably in other way. And I wish you all the best and see you in next video. Bye bye.